My name, penis. My name, AIDS. My name, HIV positive. My name, Poggers. I'm a little bit Poggers, man. What are we doing?
Yo, who the fuck is MattCMG?
What it is, what it do, paisanos, it me, MattCMG. And if you're around my age, then chances are you probably grew up with early iPhone culture. When the original iPhone first came out, there was suddenly this huge rush to download all kinds of apps for it, which prompted many tech giants to begin developing social media apps. Before then, the only online video app was YouTube, and that was definitely the only one you were using on a phone. What do you use, fucking Vimeo? Fucking Daily Motion? Suck my dick. That was all until 2013 with the release of Vine, a video sharing platform with an emphasis on short form content. Vine took the world by storm and was instrumental in shaping meme culture the way that we know it today, but unfortunately, due to an inability to properly monetize the platform among other reasons, Vine effectively shut down in 2016. But in those 3 short years, Vine has left behind a long legacy. A legacy that lives on through meme culture and through TikTok. If you need me to explain to you what TikTok is, I'd highly recommend you take a rock to the skull, because something ain't right up there. Today we're gonna be taking a look at Vine, the culture around it, its legacy, and how TikTok carries the torch and advances short form video content. So smash the motherfucking like button! And let's get weird, let's get wild, and let's get right into how Vine and TikTok defined a generation. I will fucking end your life. So to understand why Vine was so influential, we first need to understand Vine culture. The early 2010s were a really weird time for the internet, and I think this is best reflected with Vine. Firstly, unlike other social media platforms, Vine was only available on phones. Twitter, Facebook, and all that other shit had websites that you could go to and use to get the same experience, but Vine didn't. As a result, the culture around smartphones at the time became deeply ingrained into Vine. You ended up getting a lot of low-effort, relatable stuff where most of it was absolute garbage, but you didn't really care because the technology was so new, so you kind of took what you could get. Early smartphone culture thrived off of being in your face and trying to keep your attention for as long as possible, but at the same time also had a focus on bite-sized experiences. Games like Angry Birds or the countless endless runners out there were perfect for a quick bus ride or something like that, but could also be addicting enough to play them for hours on end, and sites like Twitter and Vine were much the same. Short experiences that also attempted to be engaging enough to keep your attention there for potentially a lot longer. Combined with Vine's 6-second time limit, you get a lot of in-your-face content that strives to get you to loop the video for a few more times. Funnily enough, I think that Vine's 6-second time limit was instrumental in Vine's initial success because it prompted users to be creative. 6 seconds is not a long time, so it wasn't uncommon for a user to accidentally watch a video in full without even realizing it. It's the perfect time frame for mobile platforms. But the 6-second time limit also fostered a lot of creativity because there's only so much that you can do in that time. Like, you had to be efficient with your time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were telling a joke or something, you had to make sure that it was a quick one, but it also better be funny so you can get those extra loops. Not that getting those extra loops was really all that hard, because like I mentioned, 6 seconds is short enough to forget how long it is. However, the 6-second limit eventually played a role in Vine's downfall, because after the platform's success, companies wanted to advertise on it. Many larger Viners, like King Batch for example, would be sponsored by big companies, but the ads didn't really work because the Vines were too short for people to realize that they were ads. It's not that these sponsorships didn't pay, but rather that the ads themselves just weren't working, so advertisers eventually pulled out, which gave Vine a lack of funds and sent the Viners to other platforms to monetize. This is the reason we have the Paul brothers. Are you happy now? But going back to creativity, Vine also fostered creativity in another way, and that's through remixing other people's content. Anytime there was a particular Vine that blew up, your entire feed was just filled with people making memes and remixes of the original. Personally, I distinctly remember when that Vine of the fat chick saying the N-word came out, because that was the only thing I was seeing on the app that day. A potato flew around my room dominated my middle school for a while. 6 seconds made things incredibly easy to remix, and with the prevalence of Vine editor apps at the time, it became even easier. A big part of the culture of Vine was just re-editing somebody else's video to make it funnier, which resulted in a lot of really great edits, something that's commonplace in meme culture today. But obviously, I think the biggest factor in Vine's success were the iconic videos that spawned from, and it's obviously a big source of nostalgia for a lot of people. Obviously, a video sharing platform would be nothing if it didn't have iconic videos, and Vine had them in droves. So much so that they ended up shaping meme culture as we know it. There's a reason Vine compilations can be up to an hour long, and it's because there was just so much stuff on there. A lot of Vines made it a point to make the least amount of sense possible, and were really hard to explain. Like, the Welcome to Chili's Vine makes absolutely no sense, but it's that very absurdity that makes it enjoyable. R.I.P. RIP to the fucking Welcome to Chili's guy. He's dead, right? I think he died. Pour one out for a real one, you know what I'm saying? The We All Die, You Either Kill Yourself or Get Killed video offers a quote that seems like it works on a surface level until you realize that it doesn't, which is then combined with this weird-ass dance that he does telling you to basically just deal with it. Vine's short nature also brought about an entire subgenre of memes, those being the perfectly cut format, in which videos are cut right before the obvious outcome or in such a way that makes you want more context, and it somehow makes it funnier. So No Head is one of my favorite Vines, and part of it is because it just cuts off just as he crushes the skateboard, but it would have probably been less funny if it kept going. Like, we all know how that girl in the shopping cart is gonna end up, but it's still funny. Plus, there were just so many quotable Vines out there. Who could forget classics such as, "What the fuck, Richard? It is a Wednesday, my dudes." Or the classic 21. Words like yeet would probably not be a common slang term if not for Vine. I still quote to this day Drew Gooden's "road work ahead." Yeah, I sure hope it does, out loud to myself whenever I'm driving past a roadwork sign. My life is pathetic, but that's not the point. The point is, Vine and its user base gave us a lot of content that would end up defining our generation the same way old TV shows would have for older generations. Every late millennial or early Gen Z person likely has a favorite Vine, and you could probably quote a Vine to a person in this age group, and they'd probably get it. After Vine shut down in 2016, there was this weird few years where there weren't really any kind of short-form video platforms. It seemed like it was a bygone era until a villain emerged from the depths to take the throne. Musical.ly. For those who are blissfully unaware, Musical.ly was a lip-syncing app in which users would record themselves lip-syncing to popular songs. It was seen as extremely cringe back then, and I guess it still kind of is. It's still pretty fucking cringe. This is where Jacob Sartorius got his start. Y'all remember Jacob Sartorius? Motherfucker's been 12 years old for like 6 years. You can wear my sweatshirt. That unironically kind of went hard, I can't even lie. Nah, it sucks dick. Fuck you, Jacob Sartorius. Musical.ly was hated at the time, but in 2018 it was bought out and rebranded to become TikTok. From then on, TikTok would be the new place for short video content, and with all of these new users flooding in, it began to appeal to a general audience. This was largely due to people posting shit that wasn't lip sync videos, but also just the uniqueness of the platform. For those who have never used it, TikTok has a feature called Duet, where users can react or add on to other users' videos while they play alongside each other. I think this was a major factor in TikTok's success because the Duet feature offered a world of creativity. One of the main appeals of Vine was the user base constantly remixing and editing popular Vines, but TikTok's Duets take that to a whole new level by further encouraging it. Jokes at the expense of other users or simply just corrupting the original video's intention with some memey subversion became commonplace. People would even make these huge chains of duets to the point where the original video became impossible to see. Plus, there was a lot of cringe on the platform that carried over from when it was still Musical.ly, which gave memers and shitposters seemingly infinite ammo. It was extremely common to see people doing these cringe dances and lip sync videos and have meme lords duetting it and just fucking with them, but never in really like a mean-spirited kind of way. Duets were such a simple concept that some creative users were able to utilize to its fullest. As another carryover from Musical.ly, TikTok also had an audio library of popular songs to add in the background of your videos. A lot of these songs ended up becoming memes on the platform, like Young Gravy's Cheryl or Steppin' by Super Duper Humble. People wouldn't even need to talk over these, they would just use the audio as the baseline and the visuals would be the meme. It's actually become an extremely common thing now for music artists to get discovered because their song happens to blow up on TikTok. Lil Nas X is one of the most successful artists out there right now, but he wouldn't have gotten to that point if Old Town Road hadn't become the biggest meme on TikTok. Some songs even received a resurgence in popularity or were introduced to a whole new generation because of TikTok, such as Dreams by Fleetwood Mac or American Boy by Estelle. Oh, and just because there's no better place to say this in the video, imagine getting mad that people are discovering music through an app that literally started with music. This is not a TikTok song, this is a Queen song. Shut the fuck up, loser. TikTok also has a bunch of other cool features, such as allowing users to rip audio from other TikToks, which also became pretty common as a meme format, and there were also many filters and effects that you could use straight from the app. I think this is part of the reason why TikTok has remained culturally relevant while Vine failed. TikTok simply has a more robust set of features that are a lot more user-friendly. I have never made a Vine in my life, but I can only imagine the absolute horror of trying to download a Vine and then trying to bring it into some shitty video editor app all in iOS 6. sounds like an absolute mess. But with TikTok, all of these tools are right there at your disposal, built right into the app. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of nostalgic for early TikTok, in case you couldn't tell. Back in late 2018, early 2019, I got really into TikTok compilations, and I think part of it was the fact that a lot of TikToks at the time just simply had Vine energy to them. Today, when people think of TikTok, they think of cringe political shit, or people faking disabilities, or shitty dance videos, but back in 2018, TikTok was more of a meme app than anything else. Nothing was to be taken seriously, and anything that did try to take itself seriously was memed on and made fun of, which was also a lot like Vine. Early TikTok had its own culture, with the prevalence of clout goggles, pulling the drawstrings on your hoodie, ironic Fortnite dances, and goofy attire. Every few weeks there'd be some new meme format that everyone would be doing, like the pretty boy swag trend.
All the girls are on me, down. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag.
I'm already Tracer, Sans Undertale was all over the place. There were some trends that got so popular that they became annoying, but you still kinda liked them in a weird way. Most people point to the hit or miss girl, but I didn't think that was that bad. But I do remember being absolutely haunted by the "you was at the club" guy. Motherfucker was just everywhere for no reason. I hated it, but it was still fun. It was like getting rickrolled. Early TikTok even had lore and ongoing plot lines. I'm a proud veteran of the fucking gamer furry war of 2018. You guys get the picture. Early TikTok was just a fun time. But of course, all good things must come to an end, because as TikTok got more and more popular, the normies eventually came in and did what normies do. Ruin everything. In such a brief period of time, TikTok has changed drastically. What was once just a fun place for the youth to shitpost has become one of the biggest video sharing platforms out there, rivaling even YouTube, and with that comes a lot of people using it for non-meme related reasons, which is a lot less fun. Like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a time and place for like political videos or educational videos, but this is fucking TikTok. It is a short form video app. The whole point is that it is bite-sized content. It's not supposed to be mentally stimulating. I don't want to sit here and fucking learn shit. I just want to laugh. Like, if I'm scrolling through TikTok these days, I will literally skip anything longer than 15 seconds. Like, I don't get that kind of time. Don't even get me started on TikTok dances. Now, don't get me wrong, dancing can be cool. Sometimes people can bust an impressive move, as it were. But why is it that every TikTok dance is the exact fucking same? It's always like some knockoff Macarena or some shit, and then they fucking hit the whoa at some point, maybe. That was the gayest thing I've ever done in my life. This is literally every fucking Charli D'Amelio video. I can't fucking stand this bitch. The thing that made her famous is some bullshit that literally anybody can do, and she gets millions of followers and a fucking TV show out of it. And I'm not even being bitter when I say this, but she genuinely does not deserve her success. Fuck you, Charli D'Amelio. Plus, there's just a lot of low-effort garbage on TikTok these days. You'll have people stealing clips from YouTube, not even changing the aspect ratio and just re-uploading them, or you'll have audio of some small stand-up comic or something over some unrelated video game footage. A lot of freebooting on the platform as well, it seems. Now, this doesn't mean that current TikTok is all bad, because there still are funny and creative users out there. They're just a little bit harder to find. Due to the way TikTok's algorithm works, what you see on the For You page is determined by you. That's why they call it the For You page, you fucking idiot. If it's showing you cringe dance videos, then that means you must be watching cringe dance videos, and the app thinks that you like that. So if all you do is watch memes and comedy videos, that's likely what you're gonna get. You know, it's not the platform's fault that weird shit blows up, right? Like, remember the whole devious licks thing from not too long ago? People blamed TikTok for that, when they didn't make the shit, they were just the platform that people uploaded it to. Like, I don't get people blaming the platform for the dumb motherfuckers using it. Go watch my Twitter video. For every idiot faking a disability, there are like 10 actually funny people. You just don't see the latter because you're either looking for a reason to hate the app, or the For You page is just broken for you. I don't know. Anyways, I think the beauty of TikTok is that because of the way the algorithm works, anybody can blow up pretty easily, for better or for worse. It might not be the same lighthearted app that it was when it once started, but love it or hate it, it's still a force to be reckoned with in the content sharing world. But enough about TikTok, let's bring this back to Vine. Like we've seen throughout this video, Vine was instrumental in shaping the landscape of short form video content. It was the first to do it, so as a result it was pretty flawed, but at the same time it served as a proof of concept for how short form videos on your phone could work, and if there was even an audience for it in the first place. TikTok would not exist without it, and video sharing as a whole wouldn't be the same without it. YouTubers like the Paul brothers or Drew Gooden would not probably have the same presence that they have if not for their popularity on Vine before they migrated. I can be your angle or your devil. Meme culture wouldn't be the same without it, with old Vines like 21 and yeah, but that backflip though, making their ironic comebacks pretty recently. Vine in many ways lives on through TikTok, but there actually exists a direct successor to Vine. After Vine shut down, the original creators of the app would go on to create Byte, which was essentially a modern twist on the original concept. It actually actually caught a lot of traction when TikTok was under threat of being banned by the US government, but it doesn't seem to have retained much of that audience. Byte has since been rebranded to Clash, and I haven't used it in months. In booting up the app for the first time though, I found that it's actually trying to do things that TikTok doesn't, specifically in terms of monetization. TikTok does have monetization, but it's not very lucrative for smaller creators. Clash attempts to alleviate this by implementing a system called drops, which are basically like bits on Twitch. It's an in-app currency that fans can use to send money to their favorite creators. This app was co-created by Brendan McNerney, a former Viner who seems to really care about the state of short-form video. The idea behind Clash isn't necessarily to compete with TikTok, but rather to be a place that fixes many of its problems. Wait, so in other words, yes, you are a competitor, you fuckhead. Clash offers better monetization, has an emphasis on smaller creators, and has a small enough community to the point where community outcry can actually have a direct effect. I think that community interaction is one of the best things that they're trying to do here, and it's right at home with what Vine was all about and what TikTok had at first before it lost it. I don't see Clash overtaking TikTok anytime soon, but if you don't like TikTok, then I could definitely see Clash as a valid alternative. Between TikTok, Clash, and even YouTube Shorts, which nobody fucking likes, it's clear that short-form video content still has a place on the modern internet, and Vine was the godfather of it. A pioneer, a revolutionary, a truly prolific app way before its time. Vine may be gone, but its impact still lives on. But that is all I have for this video, so be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a like down below letting me know what your favorite Vines are, and I guess while you're down there, go follow me on TikTok because I upload there daily. I upload stream highlights every day. We're trying to hit 100,000 subs on this channel by the end of 2022, so be sure to subscribe to see all of my videos when they come out, and consider pledging to my Patreon to see all of my videos a day early, alongside a slew of other rewards. I've been MattCMG, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. He gon' find another girl and he won't miss ya. He gon' skirt then hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Maybe I'll be Tracer, I'm already Tracer. What about Widowmaker? I'm already Widowmaker. Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing, ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I have AIDS.